Getting into fishing this year costs less than it ever has. These 5 rods are actually worth the money, and I'll tell you exactly why. At number 5, we have the Placino Complete Fishing Kit. The Placino kit runs for around $59 to $89 depending on where you find it, and it comes fully loaded. Rod, reel, line, hooks, lures, weights, a carry bag, and a tackle box with over 100 pieces already inside. Everything a first timer needs in one box. The rod is a 24-ton carbon telescopic that folds down small enough for a backpack or a corner shelf in an RV. So if you're heading to a campsite or doing any kind of travel, it doesn't take up real space. Fair warning on feel though, telescopic rods give some sort of sensitivity compared to a one piece. You'll miss the subtle stuff sometimes. What you don't want to do is show up without the right gear, which is where most beginners go wrong on day one. As a gift for a no research purchase, nothing in this price range covers the basis the same way. At number 4 we have the Zebco 33 Spin Cast Combo. Most people reading this probably have had one of these as a kid. The Zebco 33 has been the entry point for most American anglers for generations, and at $29 to $49 it still is. The spin cast reel works on a push button system. Press and hold, swing, let go when the rod tip points where you want the lure to land. Line comes out clean. No tangled mess at your feet, no backlash, no standing there trying to figure out what went wrong. Metal gears inside, comes pre-spooled, the dial adjustable drag on the front face. The 2-piece rod splits apart, easy storage. Adults will outgrow it within maybe a season or 2. Spin cast gear has its real limits compared to the spinning setups, and you run into them. For a younger kid who's new to it all, or anyone teaching fishing for the first time and want to skip the part where the castings get discouraging, it's hard to find a simpler starting point at $29. At number 3 we have the Cast King Crixus. Under $50 for a 24-ton Toray carbon matrix blank and Fuji-O ring guides on most models is generally good value. It comes in 20 builds, lengths from 5 feet up to 7 feet up to 6 feet, a spread of power ratings, 1-piece and 2-piece options. Most rods at this price are making quite compromises on materials. The Crixus isn't. It's more sensitive than the Ugly Stick, lighter in the hand, and the finish looks more expensive than the Tag. Where it gives good ground durability, the GX2 takes more abuse and keeps fishing. If you're rough on gear, keep it in mind if you want to actually feel what's happening down the line before the fish decides to drop it. And you're interested in fishing with some intention rather than just soaking bait. This is where the money goes under $50. At number 2 we have the P-Fluger President Spinning Combo. $89 to $129 gets you the graphite rod and the P-Fluger President reel, and the reel is what earns this spot. Anglers who've been fishing for years still run the President by choice, not because it's the only option. 10 bearings, sealed drag, instant anti-reverse, machined aluminium spool with the startup inertia is low enough that when a fish makes a run, the drag responds right away instead of that briefly sticky hesitation you get from the cheaper reels. The rod comes in around 6 foot to 6 to 7 feet. There's no specific weed point to the flag here, which is the actual sell. Most beginner combos come with either a decent rod and a forgettable reel, or the other way around. This one doesn't cut corners on either end, and you won't be shopping for an upgrade for at least a year. And finally at number 1 we have the Ugly Stick GX2. Default beginner rod in America for over 2 decades, and still the one I'd hand someone on the first trip. Nothing has taken the top spot in 2026. The graphite and fiberglass Ugly Tech blank is about as hard to break as a fishing rod can be. The clear tip gives you enough bite sensitivity to actually feel what's happening on the end of the line. The EVA grip stays comfortable through a long day on the water, and the 1-piece Ugly Tuft guides won't come loose on you. Available in more than a dozen lengths and power ratings, and it handles everything from bass, ponds to inshore saltwater without complaining. The combo is $59, and the rod comes with a 7-year warranty. None of those things are flashy. The GX2 shows up and works, which is exactly what a first rod should do. Still the best beginner rod you can buy in 2026. So which one are you taking out this weekend? Drop it in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe for more no fluff tech reviews. All the products featured today can be found in the description below.